Hey guys, welcome to Caffeinate. I am Shane and I'll be taking you through how to set up a new campaign in Google Ads. So we begin with pressing the big blue button, or if you've just made a new account, it'll probably take you to a campaign creation page anyway, but this is just if you're already in your Google Ads account and you want to set up a new campaign. So, plus big blue button and a new campaign. Now what we like to do is we like to create a campaign about goals guidance. Why is this? Because Google tries to sort of force you into doing certain things that you really shouldn't do or waste money on. In terms of automation, Google isn't quite there yet, but one day it probably will steal all of our jobs because it will just set up campaigns for you and you won't have to do much. But for now, we still like to have control over what we're doing. So we're going to set up a search campaign since they're the most common ones. So search, and then once again, we're not going to listen sort of to what Google wants us to do and sort of go down a path that Google forces us to. So we're just going to leave the results here. We don't want to have the results that Google is suggesting. So it's going to go continue. And then your campaign should generally be structured, if you haven't before set up any campaigns, you generally want a general campaign for the product or service that you're selling. So in this case, obviously, we're just on Caffeinate's Google Ads account. If we were trying to, say, for example, sell a website design service, so we call this campaign General Web Design, and we are obviously looking at people who are Google searching companies that can design their website. So if this was the only service we offered, great. If you offer other services, then please obviously make campaigns for those too, if those are you wish to generate Google Ads towards those campaigns. Other campaigns you may want to set up are remarketing. So that is across the display network. So once you've got your website visitors coming in from Google Ads and other traffic landing on your website, you want to retarget them basically across the Google display network with images. And generally, you don't want to put too much of your budget into that. A rule of thumb is around about 10%, or even just $1 is usually fine for that. Since you're not going to a massive audience of people, you're only going to people that have visited your site on that given in that given time period. So if you're getting like sort of 50 people a day on your site, over a month, that's about 150 people. It's not a huge audience, so you don't need to spend a whole lot. $1 a day should cover it. Campaign you want is your brand campaign. So your brand campaign for us, obviously, it'd probably be a single keyword ad group. So that's an ad group with just one keyword, and that is just Caffeinate Digital. That's our brand, that's our name. So we want to set that up, and then we're bidding on that word, on that key phrase. So obviously, we're not going to pay a lot for that because it's going to be a highly relevant keyword to our website, because we're obviously Caffeinate Digital. This is our website. We're probably going to get a really high quality score, 9 or 10 out of 10, let's hope. And we don't need to, bid a whole lot for that. And if people are Google searching Caffeinate Digital, they're going to see that, our website is obviously called Caffeinate Digital anyway. We probably are going to get a bunch of competitors, bidding on our name as well. So, some competitors that we may have, might be up and around there, but hopefully if people are searching for Caffeinate, they're going to obviously pick us anyway. They're going to, ours is going to be the most relevant search, especially if we are bidding on an ad that is top of the page. So yeah, a good rule of thumb there is 10% of your budget. So if we spend $40 a day, you're looking at around $4 for that specific campaign. And then another campaign is a competitor campaign. So if you're a competitor campaign, you're trying to basically take traffic away from your competitors by bidding on the services or their brand name. For example, if you're McDonald's and people are searching for Hungry Jacks near to them, you might want to include that as a keyword. So you're kind of just positioning yourself near to them, because they might see an ad from McDonald's and they might compare and contrast and say, hey, what, I actually do feel like McDonald's, not Hungry Jacks. So they'll see that ad. Obviously, you're not really looking to be number one spot there, because the likelihood you won't be, because it can be super relevant to that search term. Hungry Jacks obviously has the the website that is relevant to that keyword, whereas McDonald's doesn't. But if you're just like second or third and you're paying relatively little for that spot, go for it. There's no harm being up there. So that's a competitor campaign, and once again, you're looking at around 10% of your budget, or even less.